How to activate your brain power, the masterclass. Welcome to the Fresh Thinking School of Brain Science. You and I have the power and potential to activate our brain power. How can we keep our brains sharp and ageless? Put it another way, how can we keep our brains sharp and alert as we age over time? What benefits keep our brains sharp and alert as we age? This masterclass is inspired by the book written by Julia Fontaine and published in 2020. It is normal for the brain to short circuit now and again. People often put their keys in the fridge or can't find the glasses on top of their heads. But what if there was a way to eat, exercise, and live that could eliminate these senior moments? Well, brain health is a critical piece of your overall health. It underlies your ability to communicate, make decisions, problem solve, and live a productive and useful life. Because the brain controls so much of daily function, it is arguably the single most valuable organ in the human body. The Ageless Brain Masterclass offers a plan to sharpen readers' memories and minds. Hence, they have the quick, agile brain they had at 30. Recent scientific research has changed everything we thought we knew about the complex human brain. This plan is filled with brain healthy foods, exercises, and advice about how stress impacts vital organs. From this masterclass, you will learn the following: how to grow new brain cells, think 150% faster, and boost memory up to 25%. You will learn how to reduce risk factors for Alzheimer's, identify and avoid brain poisons lacking in food and medicine, drop unsafe blood pressure levels, cholesterol, and sugar, and more. The purpose of the masterclass is to share with you the 10 commandments of an ageless brain that stays sharp. The first commandment of the ageless brain is ensure you take and savor brain boosting food. The second commandment of the ageless brain is eating green leafy vegetables. The third commandment of the ageless brain is you must add good nutritious nuts to your diet. The fourth commandment of the ageless brain is regularly take berries as part of your diet. The fifth commandment of the ageless brain is your body needs protein to thrive, and it will help if you had beans, which will boost your brain. The sixth commandment of the ageless brain is that your body needs a sufficient intake of olive oil. The seventh commandment of the ageless brain is to have poultry as part of your diet. The eighth commandment of the ageless brain is to eat fish as part of your diet. The ninth commandment of the ageless brain is yours to have fit heart and a sharp brain. The 10th commandment of the ageless brain is physical activity and regular sweat sessions. Exercise fertilizes your brain cells. That's right. So let us go through the 10 commandments of the ageless brain in detail. Let's start with the first one. The first commandment of the ageless brain is ensure you take and savor brain boosting food. A healthy brain likes the same foods a healthy body craves, those packaged by nature. That means veggies and fruits, beans and whole grains and nuts and seeds. The case for eating a plant-heavy diet is all but incontrovertible. A recent article published in the Annual Review of Public Health declared if that describes your diet, fantastic. Well, meal by healthy meal, you are outwitting chronic diseases traced to the sugar-laced, fat-packed, sodium-heavy Western diet like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, and obesity. A recent study in the USA found that you are also banking an unhealthy trend. Processed foods now make up 70% of all calories in the average American's diet. If that sounds more familiar, there is still time to hit the brakes. So make a diet detour now and you will speed away from disease and towards a sharper brain. Academic studies show that when people eat a plant-based diet, their risk of thinking and memory problems decreases, which is great. Dietary approaches to stop hypertension. MIND stands for Mediterranean Dash Intervention for Neurodegenerative Delay. The MIND diet aims to reduce dementia and the decline in brain health that often occurs as people get older. The MIND diet is a brain healthy diet for Mediterranean Dash Intervention for Neurodegenerative Delay. The dietary approaches to stop hypertension diet focuses on foods rich in calcium, potassium, protein, fiber, and magnesium. These are essential in helping control your blood pressure and letting you healthily lose weight. The diet is also low in sodium, added sugar, and saturated fat. Based on the foundation of the Mediterranean and dietary approaches to stop hypertension diets, the new MIND diet takes you closer to an ageless brain by linking specific good foods to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Research suggests that eating more of those groups and less of others slashed the risk by more than half. The second commandment of the ageless brain is eating green leafy vegetables. How would you like to regain the memory and brain power you enjoyed a decade ago? Well, it might be worth your while to fold spinach into your breakfast omelette and fork up kale or collards for dinner. Leafy greens are actual brain food. Studies show leafy greens contain nutrients. The leafy green hold off cognitive declines. In a study published in the Federation of American Societies for Experimental Biology journal, which covers experimental biology, researchers examined the diets and cognitive abilities of over 950 older people for an average of 5 years. Compared to those who ate no greens, those who munched 1 or 2 servings a day demonstrated the thinking abilities and memory of a person 11 years younger. According to the study's lead researcher, bumping greens intake could be a simple way to control Alzheimer's disease and dementia. These studies are far from the only ones to zero in on the brain benefits of leafy greens. Previous research has associated at least 2 servings a day with slower cognitive decline. The most substantial benefits accrued with 6 or more servings a week. The darker the green, the higher the nutrient and phytonutrient content, which is an excellent reason to swap pale ice cream lettuce for baby spinach, switch card or kale. No matter which greens you choose, do not cook them in aluminum pots and pans. This metal reacts to sulfur compounds in the leaves, in the greens, resulting in a funky taste and also appearance. The third commandment of the ageless brain is you must add good nutritious nuts to your diet. Nuts are nutritionally rich food containing most of the body's vitamins and minerals. Thank goodness we had moved on from that dreadful low-fat mania 20 years ago. We now know that nuts and seeds are tiny nutritional gems. They are packed with fiber, protein, minerals, and free radical busting vitamin E. Fat is mainly heart healthy, monosaturated. Studies confirm that people who enjoy regular sensible portions have lower heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes rates and less belly fat. Seeds have the same nutritional pedigree, so keep on crunching. Regular consumption of nuts and seeds appear to delay cognitive aging too. In one study, researchers tracked the diets of over 2,600 adults for 5 years. Regular cognitive testing revealed that compared to those who ate the most miniature nuts, those who ate the most had the intellectual powers of people 5 to 8 years younger. English walnuts may be exceptionally brain friendly. For example, in a study published in the Journal of Nutrition, people who ate about 57 grams of walnuts a day for 6 weeks significantly improved their verbal reasoning skills. That is, solving problems with words and language compared to those who did not. Another study linked eating walnuts as part of a Mediterranean diet to better memory and brain function. Walnuts are especially rich in brain-friendly fats. The fourth commandment of the ageless brain is regularly take berries as part of your regular diet. Berries are some of the healthiest foods you can eat. Berries are low in calories and high in fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants. Many berries have been associated with being beneficial for heart health. These include lowering blood pressure and cholesterol while reducing oxidative stress. What is whole grain cereal, plain milk, yogurt, or salad without a handful of berries? Well, good things come in small packages. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, and even cranberries are nature's way of providing it. Every serving is rich in fiber and the phytonutrients that give berries their jewel-like colors pack a powerful antioxidant punch. Some of the berries' brain-boosting effects appear to come from anthocyanins, and blueberries and strawberries are excellent sources. In a study published in the Annals of Neurology, researchers tracked the eating habits of just over 16,000 people in their 50s and 60s. The participants underwent a battery of thinking and memory tests in their 70s. The team found that those who ate at least a cup of blueberries or strawberries a week or more had slower rates of cognitive decline than those who didn't. That number of berries seemed to delay brain aging by 2.5 years. The study also linked higher consumption of anthocyanins and total flavonoids to slower cognitive aging. According to a scientific paper published in the Journal of Agricultural Food Chemistry, berries may also improve neurons' communication ability. How? Receiving a signaling between neurons helps quench damaging inflammation, and protect cognitive function. As tasty as berries are, conventionally grown varieties are commonly treated with pesticides. That is a good reason to buy organically grown berries. If that is not possible, wash supermarket berries before you eat them. No need for a store-bought vegetable wash. Put the berries in a colander and run water over them, or use the sprayer for a full minute. The water's force washes away the residues. The fifth commandment of the ageless brain is your body needs protein to thrive, and it will help if you had beans, which will boost your brain. Weekly savings to aim for: at least 3. One serving equals half a cup cooked. Your body needs protein to thrive. But if you follow the typical Western diet, you consume far more of it than you need, and mostly from meat. That is where beans come in. Beans are brain boosters because they are good sources of nutrients that promote the heart's health, and blood vessels like fiber, folate, magnesium, and potassium without the bad fats and cholesterol that can harm them. Like all plant foods, beans brim with phytonutrients regarding antioxidant power per serving. Small red beans, red kidney beans, and pinto beans are right up there with blueberries. Black beans are scientifically tested to have nutrients as well. The sixth commandment of the ageless brain is that your body needs sufficient intake of olive oil. Use as a primary source of fat in place of butter or other fats. For example, a daily drizzle or two over salads, fish, and cooked veggies keeps disease away. You likely already know about these fragrant, flourful oils' connection to reduced rates of heart disease, high blood pressure and stroke, and high blood cholesterol and triglyceride levels. But did you know that olive oil helps keep brain skin for an old age? Well, studies show that Alzheimer's disease is less common in Mediterranean countries where people consume primary oil as their primary fat source. In a study of older Italian published in Neurology, the 1/3 of those who consume the most olive oil, about 3 teaspoons a day on average. Olive oil also appears to protect two particular types of memory: visual memory, the kind you use when you recall the time on your watch the last time you checked it, and verbal memory, which allows you to recall words and abstract ideas. It is thought that olive oil's high amounts of heart-healthy monosaturated fats help protect blood vessels in the brain. But extra virgin olive oil also is rich in those inflammation-fighting free radical fighting polynoids and polyphenols, and large naturally occurring organic compounds characterized by multiple phenol units. They are abundant in plants and structurally diverse. For example, polyphenols include flavonoids, tannic, some of which have been used historically as dyes and for tanning garments. Recent research has zeroed in one called olecanthal. In studies of mice, olecanthal caused and the benefits will move in out of the brain to rise significantly. Evidence suggests that the same effects on our brains drizzle away. Olive oil's other health benefits are well established. The seventh commandment of the ageless brain is to have poultry as part of your diet. Weekly savings to aim for 2 or 3 or more. One saving equals 85 grams. If you are surprised to find chicken and turkey on the MIND diet list, don't be. The MIND diet aims to reduce dementia and the decline in brain health that often occurs as people get older. It combines aspects of 2 trendy diets, the Mediterranean diet and the dietary approaches to stop hypertension diet. Compared to red meat like beef, pork, and lamb, poultry is a good source of lean protein with relatively low levels of saturated fat. Poultry is also rich in the B vitamin choline. Therefore, it is needed to make the neurotransmitter acetylcholine. Low levels of acetylcholine are linked to Alzheimer's disease. In a study of almost 1,500 people ages between 30 and 80, those who consumed the most choline-rich foods fared better in tests of executive function and verbal learning, among other cognitive tests. Magnetic resonance imaging is a medical imaging technique used in radiology to form pictures of the body's anatomy and physiological processes. MRI scanners use strong magnetic fields, gradients, and radio waves to generate images of the organs in the body. Magnetic resonance imaging scans showed they were also less likely to show areas of white matter hyperintensity in the brain. Those areas thought to be a sign of blood vessel disease in the brain may raise the risk of Alzheimer's disease. The 8th commandment of the ageless brain is to eat fish as part of your diet. Weekly savings to aim for 85 grams to 113 grams, from a juicy salmon steak to tiny silvery sardines. Fish does a brain good, all fish, but especially the oily fatty varieties which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, mainly DHA and essential fatty acids. EPA and DHA are long-chain omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids abundant in fish, shellfish, and some algae and genetically engineered plants. Are long-chain omega-3. Now, the body needs EPA and DHA, omega-3s, to develop and function optimally in every stage of life. Evidence suggests that if your diet lacks these fats, your future brain health may pay the price. For example, in a study published in Neurology, researchers gave almost 1,600 older people MRI brain scans and cognitive tests. In addition, they measured the levels of omega-3 fats in their blood. The role of essential fatty acids, which include omega-3s and omega-6, in supporting healthy brain function and learning development, continues to grow as an area of research. Compared to those with the highest blood levels of omega-3 fats, those with lowest levels had smaller brain volumes, with shrinkage equaling about 2 years of brain aging. Their scores on visual memory and executive function tests, including problem solving and multitasking, were lower too as well. The good news: just one saving of fish a week may stave off cognitive decline and dementia, and DHA appears to be one key to fish protective effects. A study published in the Archives of Neurology indicated that people with the highest levels of DHA at the start were 47% less likely to get dementia during the study than those with the lowest. Hit the walking trail or gym. Whether you walk, swim, pump, iron, or dance like no one is watching, exercise is the Swiss Army knife of health tools. Strengthens your heart, lungs, muscles, and bones. Builds an ageless brain. Absolutely regular sweat sessions increase blood flow to the brain and keep regions vital to thinking and memory youthfully plump. And did you know a protein in your brain acts as a kind of neural fertilizer? A unique and actual and physical activity boosts its levels. In other words, exercise is the older brain's best friend. The ninth commandment of the ageless brain is yours to have fit heart and a sharp brain. Each time you break a sweat, blood flow increases throughout your body, including in your brain. Better circulation means more oxygen and glucose make it to the brain, to your brain. At the same time, wastes that can dull thinking and memory are quickly whisked away. Cardio also sharpens executive function, that all-important ability to plan, organize, and pay attention. A review of 18 studies on people ages 55 to 80 found that those who engaged in regular bouts of heart-pumping activity performed 4 times better on thinking and memory tests than non-exercisers. Interestingly, the review also found that teaming cardio with strength training was more beneficial than cardio alone. Another independent peer review article found that those who engaged in regular bouts of heart pumping activity performed 4 times better on thinking and memory tests than non-exercisers. Interestingly, the review also found that teaming cardio with strength training was more beneficial than cardio alone. The 10th commandment of the ageless brain is physical activity and regular sweat sessions. Exercise fertilizes your brain cells. One fantastic brain perk of physical activity, it stimulates the production of neural fertilizer that helps sprout new brain cells, forms new connections between neurons, and protects the connections your brain already has. In other words, what natural fertilizers like compost or manure do for your veggies or roses, exercise does for your brain. Regular exercise helps keep these vital regions youthfully beefy. Regular exercise has also been shown to plump the cortex, vital to higher level thinking ability. Strength training, build muscle, gain brain power. Strength training isn't just for whippersnappers with six-pack labs. The older and the minds thrive on it. Less than an hour a week builds and maintains the muscle and bone necessary to walk, drive, get dressed and out of bed, and generally live independently as you age. It is also lowers your blood sugar and boosts your energy and mood. But the rewards of resistance exercise go beyond even these benefits. In summary, we can age gracefully without having the brain aging in the process. To ensure that you benefit from this process, do the following. Make sure you take and savor brain-boosting food. Daily eat green leafy vegetables. Regularly add good, nutritious nuts to your diet. Regularly take berries as part of your diet. Give your body adequate protein to thrive, to boost your brain. Take a sufficient intake of olive oil. Your body needs it. Regularly have poultry as part of your diet. The good news, just one serving of fish a week may stave off cognitive decline and dementia, keeping a fit heart and a sharp brain. Engage in regular physical exercise. Activity, exercise fertilizes your brain. Exercise fertilizes your brain cells. We now know that nuts and seeds are tiny nutritional gems. By following the 10 commandments of the ageless brain, you, my friend, you will live an incredible life, and that brain is on your side. Yours, Dr. Masasikani Mishak Kosa, the thinking futurist. Thank you.